Hi, I'm Dr. Chisenhall. Welcome to ECE 233, Introduction to Exceptional Learners. I'm so excited to be working with you and learning with you this semester. I wish we could be face-to-face, but unfortunately that's not possible right now. But I look forward to seeing you and meeting you through our discussion forums and also our Zoom session. So we are not having a Zoom session this week. I thought everyone had enough going on this week with probably Zoom sessions for other courses and just trying to get a feel for everything. But we will have a Zoom session next week. So all of that is on your schedule that hopefully you accessed or printed off or saved so you can see what's coming up and when we'll have our Zoom sessions. I didn't post a day of the week and a time yet for the Zoom sessions. I thought I would mix it up each time to try to offer different days and different times that will work for everyone's schedule. And if you can't make it live to our Zoom session, I will record it so that you can watch it when you are free and able. If you haven't already, please look at the course orientation video I posted last week. That will give you an overview of where to find all of your resources and assignments. But for this week, we're going to be looking at Chapter 1 in our textbook, which is the purpose and promise of special education. So if you haven't purchased it, you will definitely need the textbook for this course, so I highly recommend getting it. And if we were face-to-face together, I would ask you, what do you think is the purpose of special education? Well, since I can't hear your responses right now, I will share with you what I think the purpose of special education is, and that is to make sure that all students have access to the curriculum and have access to the tools that they need and the instruction that they need to reach their fullest potential. And that's what we all want, right? We all want to reach our fullest potential. And we want our instructors and our teachers and the people that care about us to give us what we need to reach our potential. So in order to make sure that happens in the world of special education, we have laws, we have regulations, we have safeguards put into place that are designed to make sure that all students are getting what they need to have access to curriculum and to have the instruction that's going to allow them to be successful and reach their individualized goals. Now, as you look at Chapter 1, you'll see that it's pretty lengthy and there's a lot of content because this chapter is really going to set the tone for the rest of this course. And this chapter is really an overview of, like I said, the laws and the regulations and the different types of disabilities and all the things that you're going to need to know in order to set the tone and foundation for this course. So I have a little tip that you might want to do. On what would be chapters 34 and 35, there's a summary. If you're starting to feel a little overwhelmed, what you might want to do is start with the summary, and this will give you some background knowledge and it will help your thinking to be along the lines and organized as to how the rest of the chapter is organized. So I'm not saying read the summary and skip everything else. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you could start with the summary and that will help organize your thoughts to then go back and read the chapter, read Chapter 1. But there's also a lot of resources on our D2L. So I'm going to make myself small here and click on our D2L. So here you have our overview for the week. I'm in Module 1, Week 1. You see our objectives and our assignments for the week. So after you read Chapter 1 in your text, become familiar and look over the resources. This is an outline of Chapter 1. This is a review of the key terms that are included in Chapter 1. You don't necessarily have to memorize these terms this week, but it's just something for you to be aware of and for these terms to sound familiar to you and for you to have knowledge of what they mean when someone uses them, because these are terms frequently used in special education. Under the Key Terms link, you have a link that takes you to the evolution of exceptionalities. So this is a page that explains how special education protocols have changed over the years. Here's a video on what an IEP is. So an individualized education plan is the guiding legal document that is the plan for a child who receives special education. It outlines their goals and objectives and the services they're going to receive and everything that they need in order to reach their goals and for their services to be implemented. You have another web page here that explains what an IEP is. A short video about universal design for learning, and this is something that we should all be implementing to make sure that all children have access to the curriculum and instruction in our classrooms. You have a short video explaining what least restrictive environment is. We want to make sure that children are receiving the education that is appropriate for them in what is called the least restrictive environment. So the environment that is the most typical or normal as possible while still meeting that child's individual needs. So that very well could be different for each child. A short video on response to intervention and what that means. You probably hear it when you've been out observing in schools, referred to as RTI. So RTI is a wonderful thing. It means that children do not have to wait to score low enough or to fall far enough behind before they will start to receive services. It means that all children in the school are going to be tested in language arts and math, and all children are going to receive small group instruction that is based on their level and based on their assessment scores and what they need. There's a link here to the Council for Exceptional Children's mission statement. And then down here you have your 2 assignments for this week. So you have a discussion board for this week and you have a quiz. So first we'll talk about the discussion board. For this discussion board, first introduce yourself to the class. Let us know some fun things about you and what might make you interesting or anything you'd like to share with us. And then underneath here, you have 3 questions to respond to. So these are questions that relate back to your reading and our topic for this week. You can post your response as a written response, like you traditionally do, or if you want to make a video of yourself, then you can respond via you talking, like what I'm doing right now, into a video. So please post your discussion board by 11:59 p.m. on Wednesday, and reply to 2 classmates by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. And if you haven't done a discussion board before, let me show you. You just click where it says week 1 discussion, and then it loads, and then come down here and do start new thread, and then you can enter your name or your title, whatever you want to call it, and then you can type your response right here. So your response to those questions, and then just hit post. If we scroll back, your second assignment for this week is a quiz. So you can use your book, you can use any notes you take, you can use our D2L, but this is just to help you review and help you study as we continue to roll along the semester. So I do have a quiz listed for each week to go along with each chapter, but they will be open book, open notes, open D2L, but it's just made to be a good review for you, a good formative assessment that can help us as we guide through this semester. So I'll provide more information to you about any upcoming assignments as we go along through the semester. I don't want to overwhelm you too much on week 1 because the reading is very heavy for this week. If you flip through your text, you'll see that not all the chapters are quite as heavy as this one, but this one does have a lot of content, so it's really setting the foundation for our course. So please call me or text me or email me if you have any questions. I'm here for you, and I want you to be successful this semester, and I look forward to working with you. I hope you have a great first week. Take care.